For thousands of years, humanity has wandered through a period of spiritual forgetfulness, disconnected from its true nature. But now, we are approaching a cosmic turning point, a moment predicted by ancient seers, mystics, and astrologers. March 21, 2025, marks the beginning of a new cycle, where the shadows of the past dissolve, and the frequencies of higher consciousness begin to flow into the earth. Astrologer Megan Ensworth has dedicated years to studying celestial alignments, deciphering the messages hidden in the stars. What she has discovered is profound, urgent, and transformative. This is not just a shift in time, it is a reset of reality itself. Why is March 21, 2025, the turning point? Throughout history, civilizations have observed cosmic cycles, understanding that time is not linear but cyclical. March 21, 2025, marks the end of one great cycle and the start of another. This shift is not simply an astrological event, but a planetary initiation into a higher state of being. Everything we have known is about to change as Earth aligns with powerful galactic forces that will reset the energetic foundation of reality. This transition is not happening by chance. Celestial bodies act as divine messengers, orchestrating the vibrational shifts that guide humanity's evolution. At this moment, planetary alignments are converging in a way that has not occurred for millennia. This is a cosmic signal, a moment of acceleration, where human consciousness will either evolve or resist. Many will feel this shift within themselves as sudden spiritual awakenings, vivid dreams, or deep emotional releases. Others may experience external disruptions, old structures breaking down, unexpected life changes, and an undeniable sense that something greater is unfolding. This is the universe's way of pushing us forward, urging us to release what no longer serves us. This is not the end, but the beginning of something far greater than we can comprehend. Those who embrace this transformation will step into higher awareness, divine intuition, and boundless potential. The time is now, the choice is yours. The 6,000-year dark age we have lived through has been shaped by spiritual suppression, manipulation, and division. For 6,000 years, humanity has been trapped in a dense, materialistic reality where power and fear ruled over wisdom and love. This was an era of forgetfulness, a time when ancient knowledge was buried, intuition was dismissed, and divine truths were replaced by artificial systems of control. Throughout this age, humans were conditioned to believe they were separate from the divine, limited by their physical existence. The veil between dimensions thickened, making it difficult to perceive the invisible realms of energy, frequency, and universal consciousness. The knowledge once held by ancient civilizations of sacred geometry, quantum fields, and cosmic connection was systematically erased. But just as night eventually gives way to dawn, the veil is now lifting. People are beginning to remember their origins, unlocking the wisdom that has been dormant within their DNA. The codes of higher consciousness are reactivating, restoring the lost truths of the universe. This is why the energies of 2025 will feel so intense. The dark age is over, and the light of truth is emerging. Those who are ready will feel an unstoppable pull toward deeper knowledge, spiritual awakening, and a complete transformation of their reality. The universe operates on the principle of balance. For every cycle of darkness, there must be a cycle of light. As we step into this new age, the energetic equilibrium of the cosmos is being restored. This is not just a planetary event, it is a personal reckoning for every soul. Many people have spent lifetimes trapped in karmic loops, repeating the same lessons over and over. But now, as the energetic tides shift, unresolved karma is surfacing at an accelerated pace. Everything that has been buried, unhealed traumas, suppressed emotions, and past life imbalances, must be addressed. This is why many are experiencing unexpected hardships, emotional turbulence, or deep inner conflicts. It may feel as though life is forcing you to confront your greatest fears and wounds. In reality, this is the universe giving you an opportunity to clear the past and move forward freely. The key to navigating this reset is surrender. Rather than resisting these changes, embrace them as opportunities for growth. Let go of attachments to the old, release what no longer serves you, and step into the frequency of love, healing, and expansion. The ancient Hindu texts describe a great cycle of time known as the Yugas, ages that define human consciousness. We are now at the end of the Kali Yuga, the age of ignorance, suffering, and separation. This age was marked by material obsession, spiritual decay, and the loss of divine connection. Kali Yuga was necessary for human growth. It allowed us to experience the depths of illusion, to test the limits of free will, and to understand the consequences of misusing power. But now, this era is collapsing, and the energy of Satya Yuga, the Golden Age, is beginning to emerge. The transition between these ages will not be smooth. The forces of the old world will resist change, clinging to their structures of control. But no system built on deception can withstand the rising frequency of truth. As this shift accelerates, the old paradigm will dissolve, and new ways of living, thinking, and being will take its place. This is why 2025 is such a crucial year. It is not just an astrological event, it is the closing of an era and the birth of a new reality. The actions we take now will determine the trajectory of our future, shaping the next cycle of human evolution. Not everyone reaches this understanding through study alone. Some are thrust into awakening through direct experience. Megan Ensworth's journey into the depths of this transformation was not just an intellectual pursuit, but a profound, life-altering event. What began as a curiosity about astrology turned into an undeniable mystical experience that shattered her perception of reality. One night, during a particularly intense planetary alignment, Megan felt an energetic shift so powerful that it pulled her out of her ordinary consciousness. It was as if time itself had slowed, and she was given a vision of Earth's hidden timeline, a reality that exists beyond what we can physically see. She saw golden light codes pouring down from the cosmos, activating the DNA of those who were ready to awaken. In the days that followed, she experienced synchronicities that defied logic, numbers aligning, people appearing at just the right moment, and knowledge she had never studied before began flowing through her, as if a memory were returning from lifetimes past. The universe was revealing something profound. March 21, 2025, was not just a date, it was a destined portal, a cosmic recalibration for all of humanity. From that moment on, Megan dedicated herself to understanding this shift on a deeper level. She realized that her experience was not unique, millions of others around the world were experiencing similar awakenings. Her mission became clear: to guide people through this transition, helping them navigate the energy waves that would soon transform the Earth. While many believe spiritual awakening is purely an internal process, external forces are also at play. One of the most significant influences on human consciousness right now is the intensification of solar activity. Scientists have observed that solar flares and geomagnetic storms are becoming more frequent, releasing massive waves of energy that impact not only Earth's electromagnetic field but also our own personal energy fields. Solar flares act as cosmic triggers, unlocking dormant abilities within human DNA. They send high-frequency plasma waves that can cause sudden mood shifts, headaches, intense dreams, and even out-of-body experiences. This is because the sun is not just a ball of burning gas, it is a conscious living entity that transmits light codes, carrying divine information. These solar waves are also linked to Earth's Schumann resonance, the natural frequency of our planet. As this resonance spikes, we feel it within our own bodies. Some experience fatigue, anxiety, or even bursts of creativity and enlightenment. The fluctuations we are witnessing are part of the cosmic upgrade process, forcing humanity to adapt to a new vibrational state. The key to integrating these shifts without becoming overwhelmed is grounding. Spending time in nature, drinking pure water, and meditating during peak solar activity helps these energies pass through us without resistance. By consciously working with these planetary forces, we can transform solar storms into spiritual fuel. While cosmic forces accelerate our evolution, unhealed trauma also holds many people back. The wounds of the past, both personal and collective, act as anchors, preventing the soul from ascending into higher states of awareness. This is one of the greatest challenges of the coming shift. For 6,000 years, humanity has lived through cycles of war, oppression, and emotional suppression. These experiences have left behind deep energetic imprints, fear-based programs that limit our perception of reality. Many people still carry trauma in their cellular memory, passed down through generations, without realizing how it affects their ability to awaken. The good news is that 2025 brings an opportunity for mass healing. As the Earth's energetic frequency rises, hidden wounds will surface, not to punish us, but to be acknowledged and released. This is why many are experiencing sudden emotional outbursts, anxiety, or a desire to withdraw from society. The past is demanding to be faced so that the future can unfold without resistance. One of the most profound lessons of this transition is the realization that death is not the end. For thousands of years, fear of death has been used as a tool to control human consciousness, keeping people trapped in cycles of fear-based decision-making. But the cosmic shift of 2025 will bring a new understanding of existence beyond the physical form. Many who have experienced near-death experiences or profound spiritual awakenings report the same realization: consciousness does not end with the body. We are eternal beings, moving through lifetimes of learning and growth. As this truth becomes widely accepted, the fear of death will dissolve, allowing people to live with greater freedom and authenticity. The process of ego death, where one's old identity dissolves, is also becoming more common. People are realizing that their jobs, relationships, and external achievements do not define them. This can be unsettling at first, but it is actually a spiritual initiation, preparing them to step into their true essence. When fear is no longer a barrier, life becomes an adventure rather than a burden. People begin to make choices from a place of love rather than survival. This shift in perception is what will allow the new Earth consciousness to fully take root, leading humanity into a golden era of limitless possibility. While 2025 brings incredible opportunities for growth, it will also challenge humanity like never before. Great shifts do not happen in comfort, they require courage, resilience, and the willingness to step into the unknown. The challenges of 2025 will not be random, they will be initiations. Each person will be confronted with their deepest fears, unresolved wounds, and limiting beliefs. This is the universe's way of testing who is ready to move forward into higher awareness and who will remain anchored in the old paradigm. Some will feel this as external chaos, systems collapsing, unexpected life changes, or global events that shake the foundation of reality. Others will feel it internally, a battle between their old self and their emerging higher self. The key to passing these tests is to trust the process and remain centered in your own inner truth. This is why self-mastery will become one of the most valuable skills in the coming years. Those who cultivate emotional balance, intuition, and spiritual discernment will navigate this shift with ease, while those who cling to fear and resistance will struggle. The universe is not punishing anyone, it is simply revealing what is ready to be transformed. Throughout history, great civilizations have risen and fallen, each influenced by cosmic cycles that shaped human consciousness. The transition into the Aquarian Age marks one of the most significant shifts in recorded time. This is an era defined by innovation, higher consciousness, unity, and the dissolution of outdated hierarchical structures. As we move deeper into 2025, this energetic frequency will intensify, challenging humanity to embrace a new way of living. Aquarius is ruled by Uranus, the planet of revolution, sudden change, and awakening. This energy pushes humanity away from outdated belief systems and into a space of self-discovery and expansion. As this influence grows stronger, people will feel a deeper desire for truth, freedom, and spiritual sovereignty. The days of blind obedience to systems built on control and suppression are ending. Instead, collaboration, shared wisdom, and heart-centered leadership will define the new era. The Aquarian Age also brings an acceleration of technological advancements, many of which will bridge the gap between science and spirituality. We will see the rise of free energy, quantum healing, and consciousness-based technologies that were once thought impossible. These innovations will not only redefine how we live but also reveal the limitless nature of human potential. However, this transition will not be without resistance. The old systems that benefited from hierarchy and division will attempt to hold on to power, leading to a period of intensified duality. Those who are aligned with the higher frequencies of the Aquarian Age will feel liberated, while those who resist change may feel lost, confused, or overwhelmed. The key to thriving in this new era is adaptability, open-mindedness, and a willingness to evolve. Astrology has long been misunderstood, with many assuming that planets are simply celestial bodies with no direct influence over human consciousness. However, ancient civilizations understood that planets are energetic forces, each carrying specific vibrational imprints that interact with the soul's journey. As we enter this new cosmic age, there is a growing realization that the names we have given these planets may no longer reflect their true essence. For centuries, planets were named after Roman and Greek deities, often carrying associations with conquest, war, and domination. But what if these names actually reinforce old-world programming? Many astrologers and spiritual seekers believe that renaming the planets with higher vibrational meanings could help shift collective consciousness away from fear-based thinking and into a state of divine alignment. For example, instead of associating Mars with war and aggression, it could be seen as a force of courage, transformation, and willpower. Saturn, often viewed as the planet of limitation and restriction, could instead be seen as the master teacher, guiding souls through the lessons of karma and self-discipline. By shifting our perception of these cosmic bodies, we allow their influence to expand into higher levels of awareness. For generations, Saturn has been feared as the harsh taskmaster of astrology, the bringer of limitations, struggle, and karmic lessons. However, this limited understanding has obscured Saturn's true role as the great initiator and cosmic architect of reality. Saturn's energy is not about punishment, but mastery. It governs structure, discipline, and the ability to manifest dreams into physical form. Without Saturn, ideas remain abstract and unrealized. This is why those who work in alignment with Saturn's energy are often the most successful in building lasting legacies. In 2025, Saturn's influence will be stronger than ever, pushing humanity to take responsibility for its own awakening. Many will experience major life tests that require them to release outdated patterns and step into personal sovereignty. This is not a time for avoidance or escapism. Saturn demands that we face our truth head-on. The greatest lesson of Saturn is balance between spiritual wisdom and practical action. It teaches that discipline is not the opposite of freedom but the very key to it. Those who embrace Saturn's lessons in 2025 will find themselves stepping into a new level of empowerment, clarity, and divine purpose. The structures they build now will serve as the foundation for a new world. However, those who resist Saturn's energy may struggle with feelings of restriction or limitation, unable to manifest their desires. The key to success in 2025 will be surrendering to Saturn's lessons and trusting that every challenge is a divine opportunity for growth. Another significant planetary influence in 2025 will come from Neptune, the planet of dreams, illusions, and spiritual awakening. Neptune's energy is both mystical and elusive, often blurring the lines between reality and fantasy. It is through Neptune's influence that we experience deep spiritual realizations, intuitive downloads, and access to higher realms of consciousness. However, Neptune's energy can also lead to confusion, escapism, and deception if not approached with discernment. This is why 2025 will be a year of testing spiritual integrity. Those who are aligned with Neptune's higher frequencies will experience profound breakthroughs in their understanding of the cosmos, unlocking new layers of divine wisdom and intuition. But those who are lost in illusions may find themselves facing intense spiritual crises. As Neptune shifts its influence in the coming years, it will become increasingly important to discern between truth and illusion, following the inner guidance that leads to higher consciousness. 2025 is a year of awakening and evolution, both for individuals and for humanity as a whole. It is the time for each person to embrace their divine purpose, release old fears, and step into the unknown with courage. The shift that is taking place is a divine opportunity to awaken to a new reality, a reality based on love, unity, and spiritual sovereignty. As the old systems crumble and the new world takes shape, each of us must choose whether to resist or to embrace the cosmic transformation. The awakening is now, and the time to act is now. The path to higher consciousness is open, and it is up to each of us to walk it. March 21, 2025, is not the end of the world, it is the beginning of a new one.